Hey, this is Melissa DeVitri from Detroit, Michigan. I'm checking in from the beautiful Manhattan. As you can see, this is my view from the hotel. I'm staying in the James, New York, and I did a lot of research on this hotel. I wanted something that was hip, artsy, close to the subways, had a lot of really good reviews, rooftop pool, restaurant, and the James, New York checked off all the boxes. I'm just going to do like a quick little turnaround. As you can see that my room has its own art piece, and in the bathroom you can actually push a button and that art piece will go up. So it's kind of funny. I felt like I was taking a shower for all of New York to see, but I got a laugh out of it because honestly, no one can really see me unless they're staring through binoculars at the hotel windows. So the last couple days that I've been in Manhattan have been extremely up and doing multiple things. Some of my highlights have been visiting the rooftops, writing features on those. So far, I've gone to the one that's here at the James. It's called the Jimmy. It's all the way at the top. There's a pool, there's a seating area for you to order a drink at the bar, or you can enjoy yourself outside. It's only available to hotel residents during the day, but midday and evening, people are able to come. It's very lively at night. It's shoulder to shoulder. I would say it took me between 10 to 20 minutes last night to get a drink because it was so busy. But it's a good busy because I don't want to go to a place that nobody's at. And the bartenders are extremely efficient. It's fun to watch them. Like, they know body language. They're dancing. They're cool. It was pretty amazing. Some of the other rooftops that I've been to, Bar Hugo. That's not too far from here. It's actually about a 10-minute walk. I'm not so impressed with the spacing. It's small. The view to go out is like a small deck, like a deck of an apartment complex. But the inside of the bar area has a lot of mirrors. The drinks were pretty good. It was more of a dim lighting, so I felt like it was an intimate conversation. Not something that I would most likely go to by myself again because I really didn't have a fit in because the bar was so small. The balcony for the view was small. It just didn't make sense for a one-person show to show up and try to be social. However, the Loopy Doopy, which is closer to the World Trade Center, has a phenomenal view of the sunset. I was all the way at the top. There was a wait. You had to get a text message for RSVP, but since I already made reservations ahead of time with the marketing director, I didn't have an issue at all getting in. My waitress, Michelle, and others that were very accommodating were able to help me get a seat. The view was perfect. I watched the sun come down over the Hudson River, overlooking Jersey. It was absolutely breathtaking. And even more was I was tweeting while sitting up there, and they were responding so quick. I was extremely impressed. I would go to the Loopy Doopy again with friends. Right when you walk in, you're at the Conrad Hotel, and the lighting and just the whole entire atmosphere was expensive and beautiful, and I like that. I want to be classy, and I want to feel like this is somewhere I could be to do big business. And other rooftops that I've visit with is the Gallo Green. I went up there 2 nights ago, and it was pouring rain. It was so funny. There's little canopies that go across the entire restaurant, and it's full of flowers and green. It's beautiful when you walk in. It's like small little forest, like a park. So you come in, went up to the bar, ordered a glass of wine, found a seat, waiting for a friend, and all of a sudden starts to downpour again. Funny story, quick short story. Where I'm sitting, I look up, and there's like a patch of tape. All of a sudden, it just starts downpouring, and I'm wearing a white blazer at the time, similar to this one. And my entire back was drenched, and I like screamed loud because I wasn't expecting that. And all of a sudden, the wait staff comes over and they lift me up and they move me out of the way. And then I could hear other people having the same problem. They were like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Oh, those they're getting wet too." And I quickly made friends with people next to me because I had to get closer and snug up to them just to find a different area that wasn't downpour. But it was on and off, so it wasn't like it was a consistent flow. And afterwards, I went to a sunset cruise on a yacht at Chelsea Pier. My friend from back home in Michigan, I'm best friends with her brother. We ordered these like Groupon type of deal to do a 3-hour sunset cruise, and it was breathtaking to go around the Statue of Liberty, Manhattan. I mean, these pictures were beautiful, and I put them all online, and they were amazing to get me up and down. I mean, the slope to get up to the yacht was so steep that I couldn't physically crutch myself to get on. So they put me in a wheelchair, and these two men just pull me up going backwards. And I start falling forward, and he's like, "Oh shit, bro, she's falling." I was like, "Wait." And the guy in front of me like pushed me back, and we were going back up, and we got it all on camera, which I thought was interesting because in my community, when you have a disability, it is harder to travel. It is more challenging to go do things and be out there and have fun. But really, I checked all those boxes by saying, I want to be here. I just need help getting there. And it was not an issue at all, and everybody was fantastic. So, it's about midday. I have a few more days in New York. I'll be here for 3 more days, and I'm just trying to, recharge at the moment, where I'm just coming back, uploading photos, getting redone, and then we'll go back out again. And, I did brunch this morning at Wood Rose. It's a bar. It's like an Irish type bar, I believe. And their brunch is like mimosas, Bloody Mary, coffee. It's complimentary if you order a brunch. And I'm addicted to Eggs Benedict. So I'm like, yes, I must have this. And it was great. And Elaine, my bartender, she was so cool. She was personable. The people next to me they have restaurants in Little Italy. They have family. And, I just felt like I found like a local area brunch spot. And I do a lot of my research based on ratings and reviews, which is what I'm doing here in New York. So, it's all about like, what are people interested in doing? What makes this an exceptional experience? How can I get involved? And how can I turn this into something that I can tell my followers and that makes them want to just be there? Like, they're actually sitting next to me in the way that I write, the pictures that I take, the things that I talk about. And it's just all been so good. I've had all positive experiences. There really hasn't been something that stuck out to me that made me just really upset. I mean, in every city that you go to, you're going to be constantly surrounded by people that are unhappy. So you just have to put your blinders on and just keep going and just remind yourself that you are either here for a short time or maybe you live here, but this is your lifestyle. Make the most out of it. Do what you can and get what you can out of it. It's all about those connections. So, I'm happy to check in with you. And again, it's absolutely astonishing what you can see from my hotel. I actually slept in today, sort of. Like, I woke up at 5, the traffic is loud, and then I woke up again at 6, and 7, and 8, then 9, then 10, and finally housekeeping calls and said, "What time do you want us to come in?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm still enjoying this view." Can you come back later? So yeah, thank you again for checking and stopping in during my travels to Manhattan. Again, my name is Melissa DeBeatry. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. You can follow me on 32 social networks using @MissyDI, or you can go to missydi.com, either that you prefer. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm looking forward to being in Brooklyn tomorrow at the fireworks. Macy's is putting them on, and It's just going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share that with you. All right, thanks again. Bye.